Hello there, and welcome to this waffle. Um, I'm very nervous about doing this waffle actually. I'm quite frightened to put this out, and it might not happen. It might not, you might never see this. That's a paradox in itself, isn't it? For years now, I have been working on an experience that I've had open in the past. It first opened, it was called the Wonder Years, and it first opened in 2004. I'd been collecting for it, and the idea had been growing since I was 7. And it was opened at Combe Martin, then we moved it down to Bude, and it was open for 4 years in Bude. Unfortunately, without going into too much detail, I had a little bit of a breakdown actually, and then I started to be quite verbally aggressive to people. Slightly in my defence, it is actually people were incredibly rude, incredibly rude, shouting at me for charging to go in. We charged £1.50, and why will I pay for another part of the shop? The worst one, the one that lives with me even now, was a couple who pretended they were interested and asked me questions about it, and I showed them the leaflet, and the man then turned around and goes, "You're not really interested, are you, darling?" She goes, "Of course not." And they just both laughed at me right in my face. And then just after that, a family came in who actually wouldn't take a leaflet off of me, wouldn't talk to me, just looked at me as if I was, well, a piece of shit, to be honest. And I then did, unfortunately, really did scream and shout, and I was very upset. What wasn't fair on those people at all. But it meant that I actually closed the museum down. I went into the back of the experience, got a lump hammer, and smashed all the actual units up. Not the glass, but the plasterboard on the walls and things like that. Because I knew I had to do enough damage to it that I couldn't open, that I would have no choice but to actually change it into a normal shop. And that's what we did. We turned it into a normal shop. The experience went into storage, and we started to grow with the business. We've got 2 shops now, and we live. But my dream has never died. And it's because it's a knowledge that, and this will sound, I lose people all the time. I see it when I talk to people about it. The trouble is, most adult humans have forgotten, I would say at the very least 75% of their childhood experience. And they will have these little fleeting things. They might look on YouTube and see a kids program they liked. They might hear a bit of music and it takes them back. But it's that one little... The whole idea of the Wonder Years is to set up a place that was where thousands of memories come back all at once, and that moves you. It takes you into a time of your childhood that you haven't been able to revisit because there's just not enough porter keys to get you there. The trouble is, the people who wanted to go in, were excited to go in, didn't like it. And they were toy collectors. Most toy collectors did not like it because they want to see the rare box toy. I see there's just as much worth in Tupperware, in an old picnic hamper, in sweet wrappers and music, in everything to do with childhood, television programs, not just a box toy that nobody remembers playing with. So what would happen is that the toy collectors would come in, they would be in there for a short time, then spend about half an hour outside telling them all the box toys that they had that were a lot better and rarer than mine, missing the point completely. The people that got it the most and absolutely adored it were the people that didn't want to go in. They would come in for their partner or come in for the children, and then they would see their childhoods. And this is what I'm resetting up. Now, I'm setting it up in this building here. It's been a long time. I've had the building 8 years. and I've had to do it on a shoestring. Any bits, you know, I go around skips looking for wood. Any hand-me-downs, anything that people don't want, and I've been slowly building it, and it's taking forever because I'm doing it on my own as well, and it's taking forever to do, but it's slowly coming back. Now I want to try to reach out here on YouTube and get people to like and subscribe and start to slowly follow, because I do genuinely believe that what I have here is something that can make you understand yourself better. And how patronising is that to me to say? I see it in people's eyes when I talk to them. I see it when I say that. They look at me as if I'm, well, in their eyes I think, who the hell do you think you are? I've had one person say, I haven't forgot anything because I remembered if I had. And I thought, he genuinely believes that. He genuinely believes that he would know that he'd forgotten something. And I thought, well... So, anyway, the reason why I'm scared to put this out is that it's obviously quite raw. You know, this is the second time of trying to sort of kickstart like a following, if you like, on YouTube, and it was a bit of a disaster. But I'm hoping that you know, I can get, you know, like there are going to be the people who won't like it, the people who won't understand it, the people who will mention, you know, my teeth, or, you know, that I'm fat. But it really doesn't matter about that. That's fine. You know, I find it really quite funny when there's comments made that I do remove them, but when comments are made and they haven't got a clue who I am, they're just being nasty. I suppose it gives them a little bit of a step out of their own pain, I suppose. But I'm looking for that 1 in 1,000 of people who want to come on the journey. I've got loads of ideas, loads of things I want to do, and I'm going to show you some of them now. But sorry to waffle on so, and I'm hoping that more than 10 people watch this. We shall see. We shall see. Now this is interesting because this shows you obviously the Playmobil toys that I've got. It is changing a lot actually. We're not actually showing as much Playmobil as we used to. It's a shame because there was a plan to make this into the Playmobil land, but it's a long story, but that's not happening anymore. Well, it's good because it means the Wonder Years comes back in a way that I've always really wanted, really. So here we have part of the start of, well, the start is things that I want to do. I want to make it so then there's lots of hidden things that are in plain sight. Like for instance, a giant spider, the Stave Push Marshmallow Man there. So yes, there's lots of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of work to do. Will it ever be done? I don't know. I'll go down the road of the journey to do it, but I'm not 100% certain myself. We shall see. We shall see. I know what it's going to be. I know what it's going to be. And it's going to give so much excitement if I can just get it done. The idea is when you come into the room, into this building, you see what a child sees in their heads when they're playing. A mishmash of all different things, all different actual genres and ages. That's what I want. And they just play. Show here. It's children's imagination. And inside all the units, instead of being Playmobil, there'll be our childhoods bottled into all different ideas. But as you can see, there's a lot of work to do. I've painted the ceiling now and the sky, and I've got buildings and units set up here, and you know it's starting. And you can start to see where you walk through archways, and this is like going to be a cave system here. There's probably going to be like there's going to be like a mermaid's cave there. Then you walk into here. Now over there, this here is going to go right up to the ceiling, and it's going to be staggered on steps, and it's going to be a medieval village or town, and then a castle right at the top. So it's going to look from there. This here is going to be like a courtyard. Now, just round this corner is where you start to have to use your imagination even more, because it is actually in no fit state for anything at the moment. But as you can see, it's a mess. But what will happen is you walk into this bit, and then this bit, in this bit here, will be because you'll be inside the actual castle bit, and it will be like a cave, a big massive cave system here. And then you walk through here, what will look like a doorway, spaceship like hatch, and then you walk into this, and then down this corridor down here, that will actually be like a space corridor. And you come out here, and then this is going to be a massive tree in the middle here. But you say, you know, your imagination has to be vast at the moment. And that's the trouble, I show people, I've stopped showing people. Well, that's not strictly true. I did show Chris and Ian a couple of days ago, and it was lovely because he really got it. He really got it. You could see the excitement in his eyes. It was beautiful to see. The trouble I have is that, I stopped showing family around now, because the main comment I get back is, "You've got a lot to do, Dave. You've got a lot to do." And they're right. I've got a hell of a lot to do. But I just got to keep on picking at it. But So I'm not asking for anything from people, really. All I'm asking for is that I get people actually wanting to follow these vlogs, really, and I can then start putting views on and adding things, and you can see this is but yeah, look at this, it's just, but this is all stuff that I'm going to be using. It's not like it's just rubbish. Like it doesn't have to go in the skip that somebody mentioned. But yeah, so it's too early to show you, really, but I've got to show you this bit, because this is a bit when it doesn't make any sense, and then I can actually then start the journey of actually showing you how it has developed and how it's there, and then hopefully there will be a group of you who are actually part of the committee. It's the chapel of a group of people. It's a chapel or something. I can't say what it is, but I'd like to have a group of people that are part of the committee and part of this place. I don't know how I'm going to fund it. I really don't know what I'm doing. I've got lots. I've got a problem. We've got a real problem with the roof. There's a new roof coming, and you can see where it's coming down here. And there's a new roof to put on. So it could be impossible, but I'm going to try anyway. But I'd like to take some people with me on the journey. So what I ask you to do, please, if you think this is the most boring, stupidest thing, and I'm just a prat, just ignore me and don't ever watch another one of my vlogs. If you're half interested in this journey and want to be part of it, just subscribe to the channel and make a comment. Anybody who's talking about the experience, I can't tell you where it is yet. It's a secret because I don't know yet if it's going to be open to the public. So I can't tell you where it is. But I can share a lot about it. And I'm hoping then I can get a group of people around me that actually want to go on the journey with me. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going yet, but this is the plan. So, like, subscribe, and comment. It's the comments more than anything else, really. So then I can start this thing. If you comment and reply, and I'll reply, and you come back, we can then start this conversation. And you know, some people are going to not comment. Some people will comment and comment once, and some people won't be interested, and that's fine. But I'm hoping that I can sift through the people who are just not interested. Like I said, 1 in 1,000, 1 in 2,000 that will have an interest in what I'm doing and actually want to be a part of it at the beginning of the journey. That's what I want. I want them there at the beginning. And this is the beginning. It's been the beginning for years and years, but this is the new beginning. So anyway, I have really waffled, and I do apologise. So I am waffling now, and it's time to say goodbye.